surrounded by as many walls as possible to help protect you from flying debris. Now, this rotation, that hook that I saw here, seems to be getting a little better, but we still have that donut hole right there, which makes me think that we do have still some circulation right on the county line. There it is. That's what I'm talking about right there. There's some circulation there. And then we continue to track this. Let me do it again. The computer kind of had a little hiccup there. And we're kind of just tracking it. Going into Hickman, looks more like a gust front right now than a tornado. Looks like that has weakened. But again, I'm still concerned with this guy right here. We don't have any debris forming with it. Let me take another look at the debris, see if we got any debris forming. I don't think that's debris. I just think that's hail, and no debris on there. So again, tornado warning out for Fulton County. It's still a small sliver of Mississippi County. But for you folks in East Prairie, if the sirens are going off, I know some places the sirens will go off. If you're in the county where the warning is, even if it doesn't impact you, this tornado is well to your south. So East Prairie, even though you got another storm knocking on your door right there between Sykes and East Prairie, nothing to be concerned with. That is not a severe storm. As of right now, it does not appear to have a tornado. Our only tornado threat with our twin storms that we've been watching right here, this storm along the Fulton-Hickman County line and the other storm that is moving into Hickman, Kentucky right now. So let's zoom in to Hickman to see what we got here, to kind of pop up some roads to let you know where you live. Highway 94 coming out of Hickman. You definitely want to be in your safe spot. Even Highway 125 south and east of Hickman, you want to be in your safe spot, because this is that possible tornado right here, right over Ferry Terminal Road. You can see the circulation now has moved out of Mississippi County. Mississippi County, you're probably getting hit hard with some downdraft winds on the backside of the storm, some rain and hail in this purple area, but the circulation is going to be right here. You can kind of see that inflow. You see where the green notch kind of is wrapping around. This is where that possible tornado is right now in the Hickman, Kentucky area. And I'm going to kind of drop down to see if we get any more signs of any. I'm not seeing any debris signature, so that's definitely some good news. While we're zoomed in so close, the other circulation I was concerned with, I want to check out on, and again, it's right in this location right here. I'm going to drop a shear marker to see if we, and there you can see it's not as strong, but it is still there. You see this fuchsia color right here going away from the radar, the brighter green going towards. So that's that second circulation. And I never like seeing the donut hole, because that kind of tells me that this circulation is mature. We got precipitation wrapping all the way around it. It's almost like, if you would, a little mini eye of a hurricane as the rain and hail wraps all the way around the circulation. So again, until that feature goes away, I am not going to say we're okay with this storm either. And again, that circulation is headed towards Highway 239, the intersection of Highway 239 and 1529, Highway 239 and Highway 1529. That is where this circulation is headed. So if you live anywhere near that, on the north side, let me see what this road is right here, 1129. So again, right on this line right here that my finger is following, that is the county line of Fulton and Hickman counties. And this is the circulation that will continue to track along the county line. All right, let's pan down to the tornado warning, where I'm also concerned. Again, they just trimmed back the warning. You can see it's in Hickman. That's where that possible tornado is. On the back side, it's mainly just extremely heavy rain, possibility of some hail, and we are also seeing a lot of lightning and gusty winds. So if you're just tuning in, sure, you were probably watching the 6 o'clock, and we had a severe thunderstorm warning. We didn't have a tornado warning, but we had two circulations tighten up. I've got one circulation that does have a tornado warning on it. The other circulation does not officially have a tornado warning out on it, but it does have a severe thunderstorm warning with a possible tornado. When we check debris, We're not seeing any signs of debris, so that's definitely some good news, meaning that we are not seeing indications, if you will, of any tornadic activity on the ground. So again, as we take a look, we've got other storms here in southern Illinois, as you can see. I'm not concerned with these. These are all what we call elevated, meaning you are protected from damaging winds and tornadoes. This is an elevated storm as well to the north of Paducah, could be producing some pea-sized hail. Our main concern would be with the tornado warning that we have in western Kentucky. Now, we are about to have this storm move in to the Memphis area of responsibility. Again, this right now is in the Paducah warning area. These counties are Memphis, so we'll see if Memphis decides to carry on with the warning. My guess, based on what the radar is showing, is that that probably won't be needed because things appear to be improving just a bit. I want to take a look once again. Yeah, that circulation along the Fulton County and Hickman County line is much weaker, and I'm not seeing, well, there's a little bit of circulation right there, right in Hickman itself, but things are rapidly improving with the storms where we were seeing the possible circulations. We're watching a new circulation developing in western Fulton County with this cell, but that is very, very weak. And I mentioned East Prairie earlier. I want to kind of put your mind at ease. No circulation with this whatsoever, even though you'll get some probably rumbles of thunder and some heavy downpours as it moves through the area. So again, we have a tornado warning out for Fulton County. I'm going to leave the map up right here. I'm going to walk off. I want to check another source real quick to kind of see how the evolution of these storms have been going. And we've got a significant hail core developing west of Hickman. So we actually have a new severe thunderstorm that is developing that we're going to have to watch out for. Moscow, you got some very strong gusty winds headed your way. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts about to move into the community of Moscow in western Kentucky. That's right on the line of Fulton and Hickman counties. And the rotation that we saw earlier that we were kind of concerned with has weakened significantly, and I don't see, I was trying to see if we may have had a brief touchdown with the debris as I'm looking at another source that I can control. So, no. So I'm going to head back over to the wall here in just a second. I want to show you what we got going on. Joy's here watching the radar with me as well. In southern Mississippi County, we've got a pretty significant updraft developing. So we're not out of the woods yet. We've got a pretty strong storm that is, again, that purple blob you see. I'll point it out here in just a second. So severe thunderstorm warning has been issued by the National Weather Service in Memphis, as you can see, for Obion County and Weakley County. And again, they have the black streaks on those. That means it's being tagged as a tornado possible. Joy, could you, do you know how long that tornado warning goes out until?
The one near Hickman or the one more south of that?
No, the tornado warning. There's only one tornado warning. It's the one near Hickman.
Until 10 p.m. for western Kentucky.
Okay, no, that's the watch.
Oh, the watch.
Yeah, it's in the same. It's in the same. It's in the same wording that they put it in there.
The only thing I can see is that
So the tornado is
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Let's see, what time is it? So we got about another 13 minutes. I'm trying to decide on our regular schedule programming, because if we continue to not see circulation, I don't want to just cover up programming for no reason other than the fact that we have a strong storm that could produce some hail. I'm looking at the Hickman area. I'm seeing some gusty winds. I'm seeing broad circulation right there. I'm not seeing anything tremendously scary there, but I don't want to leave. I hit the wrong button there, folks. I'm sorry about that. Let me zoom on out again. Again, we're talking about Hickman, Kentucky in Fulton County. Fulton County, Kentucky. The rotation is moving on the east side of Hickman. It is along Highway 94 and Highway 125. Highway 94 and Highway 125. This is the new cell that keeps developing right over Ferry Terminal Road. We've been talking about that for a while. Actually surprised they haven't issued a new warning for that as of yet. I know they're still under a severe thunderstorm warning, so it gives them a little bit of time, but we've got a new storm. What's that? Does that hail marker still have a 2-inch on it?
No, it's now 1.48.
So still quarter-size hail easily falling out of this cell right here from Hickman County, or in Mississippi County, I mean, headed into the Hickman area. And again, our other circulation we were watching closely right here has weakened significantly as well. So that's definitely some good news. So we've got about another 12 minutes to go with this tornado warning, but these are the very strong winds, and I don't know why, but Moscow is right here, a little tiny community that shows up on our other source right here. And these very strong winds are moving in to your neck of the woods. So let's kind of back things up and get you caught up to date. If you're just tuning in, what's going on? Why are we on the air? Tornado warning out right now for Fulton County in Kentucky, and those storms are moving into northwestern Tennessee for Obion County and Weakley County, and a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for those. And you can see the hatch look to the warning. That means it's been tagged with the possibility of a tornado developing. Not that we're seeing a tornado, but that a tornado was developing. And something else that's interesting to see on this loop is this streak of green that goes all the way almost to Nashville. That's the top of the storm. That's the anvil. That tells us there's a very large amount of wind shear in the atmosphere, which is very conducive for rotating thunderstorms. Doesn't mean you're going to get the rotation to the ground. Storms rotate all the time without producing tornadoes. And so that's maybe what we're dealing with right now. But again, we do have that tornado warning out for Fulton County right here to the south of Hickman. Now we got a new big time severe storm that is developing. It's dropping its hail core right now. Earlier it was showing almost tennis ball size hail on radar. Doesn't mean that's what's reaching the ground, but now it's showing just a little lighter than ping pong ball size. And so that tells us the core is weakening a bit, but we're going to be watching to see if we get a little spin up. Now, I know you see that little green speck right there. You may be concerned, but when I take the radar away, there's no reflectivity. So we don't have anything to worry about there. As we take a look at the Hickman area, you can see there's very broad rotation. Looks like it's gusting out. You can kind of see almost like a bow echo right here, south of Clinton down to east of Hickman. So some gusty winds are likely, but I'm not seeing much in the way of a tornado with this setup right now. So we're going to watch it for, let me get at least one more velocity scan before I throw things back to a regular scheduled programming, because I want to make sure that it's not cycling and about to do any damage later. East Prairie, again, I know you folks just got hit pretty hard by this storm. Nothing severe with that activity. And the other elevated storms we were watching near Paducah, just north of Rosebud, this storm is weakening as well. So that's definitely some great news. We don't have much to worry about with that storm. I want to take a closer look at the storm moving into Hickman. Let's see if I can do this at the wall. It's kind of tricky at the wall, but yeah, there we go. So you can see we've got purple up above 10,000 feet. Usually, you know, when we were tracking these storms in the springtime, we were tracking these storms, and I'll get it a little closer so we can kind of talk a little bit more about it. So this is the new storm that's moving in Hickman. You can remember we had these purples going way up to 40,000 feet. Well, this is an entirely different atmosphere. The atmosphere is very cold right above 10,000 feet. So any purple in that area is capable of producing some very, very large hail. So that's why I think we have some, and you notice how it's being held up in the air. It means the updraft is holding the hail in the air, and then when the updraft weakens just a bit, that hail will come crashing down to the ground. So possibility of some more hail moving into Hickman here shortly. So on 3D, we do definitely see the possibility of some hail. So we've got one storm here kind of trying to regenerate that hook. You can see that purple. Again, it's riding right along the county line there of Fulton and Hickman counties. And then we're watching a pretty strong cell right here. So let us take another look at, actually I need to go back. Let's drop some shear. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning, and I think it is for what I was just talking about, a new severe thunderstorm warning. And it is hatched the way it looks. So they are going to still go possible tornado. This is going to replace the tornado warning, I think. This is out of Paducah. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning for Fulton County, and it goes into Graves County as well. So for parts of Graves County, so this is south and east of Mayfield. So we're replacing this tornado warning with the with a new severe thunderstorm warning. So again, I'm going to leave the map up here real quick. I'm going to walk over to my other source because I'm trying to make the decision whether to throw it back to your regular programming. I know we're about to get into prime time, and we've got a very strong hail core moving right into Hickman, Kentucky. And I'm going to click on this warning right here. And yeah, they did do the tornado possible, 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And I'm just not seeing anything that I need to be overly concerned with tornadoes. So I'm pretty sure that new warning will replace this tornado warning. I'm waiting to see, are they going to drop that tornado warning? Said warning should be good to expire at 7 for the southern circulation, but we're watching a little spin over Moscow. And again, that's what I was showing you as well. Watching a pretty tight little circuit. Well, not tight, it's broad, but it is a little bit of a circulation that we will need to monitor closely. So the tornado warning is about to be canceled. The circulation responsible for this tornado warning has weakened. We're watching this storm right here closely to see if we get a new circulation to develop. So far, we haven't had any ground truth to tornadoes. That's fantastic news. The atmosphere really isn't conducive to getting the circulation all the way down to the ground, but it's close. So we have to take these circulations pretty seriously, and we'll continue to watch this one right here closely in case that changes. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to toss things back to regular programming so we can kind of catch our breath and get ready in case we have another tornado warning issued for this storm over the next 10 minutes. Whether we do or not, if the circulation tightens up, I'll be coming back on the air for you to keep you safe throughout the evening, and we will continue to monitor the radars throughout the night.